Going live. Hey, we're live again. It's 11:35 Eastern. Steve here with Joe.
Howdy, folks.
We just stopped at Love's. I'll show you Love's. We just stopped there. It's pretty great. And we're going to hit the road again. Oh, and so you can't complain. We do landscape this time and not portrait.
Yeah.
So don't complain about it.
I think we just crossed the border into South Carolina. I'm not sure the name of the town that we're at.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in South Carolina now.
Mm-hmm.
And we stopped for some coffee, some unauthorized, ill-advised snacks for me, hot dogs and such.
Now I put my glasses on. That's the excitement in my life. I took out my contacts, put on my glasses.
And now it's on to DC.
Well, via like 7 hours of other places on the way. So, where are we now? So, Mason Talk Nation, how can you say where are we now when we just said it?
We just said it.
Mason Talk Nation.
He must have just got in the room.
I know, but Mason Talk Nation, come on, man. Once again, so Joe's driving, but you can ask him questions. Although, you can ask him questions now, but I'm going to wait to ask him to Joe until he gets back on the freeway. Because last time I almost got us killed by asking Joe questions before we got on the freeway.
By the way, we are in South Carolina.
Yes. Somebody says make sure to buy some fireworks. Do you guys have a gun right now? That's a good question. Joe, are you allowed to answer that or not?
Yes, yes, and yes.
All right. I don't personally have one, but I feel safe because Joe has one.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Always.
So we are entering the freeway now. I will show you that. Hold on. So see? That's where we're going.
Dark.
It's a little dark. We're trying. Do you want me to turn on the light in here, Joe, or do you not want it on?
Go ahead. Yeah, turn it on.
Hold on. Hold on. I know we're at Karen Turrentine. I know we're... Just hold your horses. Jeez. Gosh. All right, Joe. I'm going to figure out where the light is in this car.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Is that better, guys? That's like too bright on you, Joe. Let me see.
There you go. One side.
There we go. Oh, that's better. We did it. Cindy Clark says, slow down, Joe.
I'm only going 70.
I know. Well, maybe Cindy's is one of the very slow drivers who we all get annoyed at because they drive.
Anybody out there from Anderson, South Carolina, or in the vicinity?
We're just passing Anderson, South Carolina.
If so, let us know now. We'll stop by, have a cup of coffee with you. It'll be fun times.
Oh, so somebody asked what was going on, and I think we should explain. So we are traveling to DC to do Rsbn coverage of the inauguration and the office.
Yes.
If you want to visit, and we're opening the Washington DC branch Washington DC office of Right Side Broadcasting. So we're going to do both those things. Where are you guys staying in DC? Somebody wants to know. Joe, I don't know if we want to reveal that information.
I'm not going to tell you that.
I will say though that rumor has it that the place we're staying is haunted. Oh, I'm gonna go. All right, so I will say this. We don't know if we're sure going to do this, but there is a chance that there will be a special ghost hunting edition of Right Side live stream tonight at some point. So just be aware that might happen. We're not going to say when, we're not going to say where, but it might be a special ghost hunting edition. You know, there's like storm hunting. We're going to do ghost hunting. Any questions for Joe out there?
Or Steve.
Or Steve. That's true. CNN does not have a travel cam. You're right. So we have two, Joe. We have estimated arrival time to DC and total travel time to DC. What do you think about that?
Well, I think we have about 7 hours left to get to DC.
Right.
I think tonight, somewhere in the lines of 2.5, 3 hours maybe.
Yeah, so we're not going to do it all tonight.
Maybe not even that long, actually.
Well, yeah, it depends on how long. Somebody says, Cindy Clark says, do I need to stay up? That depends. Do you like seeing awesome videos about ghosts? Well, I don't know. That's up to you. Yeah, so Joe's been doing awesome driving. He's very safe, but
even though my mom says I'm not, I am.
He is very safe. I feel very comfortable.
I've never been in an accident before.
Thomas Schrader, I was going to ask your question, but you've now asked it 3 times, and now just to get you angry, I'm not going to ask it. Hope you are covering. So a few people, Joe, have asked us about covering the Biker for Trump group. I mean, I am open to interviewing them if we run into them, and I bet we will. But I don't think we're doing a specific show on them. But when I was at the Mobile rally, I interviewed somebody from Bikers for Trump, and he was awesome. He was a great interview and a great dude. So if I see Bikers for Trump out there, I will interview them. Let's say somebody else. A couple people said they're going to stay up for the ghost. All right, I'll do this.
The moderators, they'll all be up.
I will promise you there will be some form. I can't say how long it'll be, but some point tonight there will be a ghost hunting version of RSBN live stream.
Yeah.
And I can't promise you'll see a ghost. What city did you start your drive from?
Auburn, Alabama.
There you go.
War Eagle.
Somebody says we rock. Thank you. What are your guys' thoughts of libertarians? That's a good question.
I like certain aspects of libertarianism.
I agree.
But certain aspects of it are also a little scary.
I agree. So yes, it's. I don't like the aspect of libertarians that basically says we need no government whatsoever. Like, I don't think we should rely on individuals for trash pickup and things like this. So I definitely think there are, and like police forces, I definitely think there are government things that are, government functions government does that are worth keeping. But I do also like that they want to basically stay out of people's lives and not interfere as much as they can.
Right.
So.
I like that. The whole you know, limited government is fine. As least I like as little government as possible, but government serves a purpose. Let's not forget that. It's not like the difference between libertarianism and total anarchy, right?
So that was a good question. Somebody said, "Is DM Hell going to be at inauguration?" I honestly don't know the answer to this. Joe?
Yes.
He is going to be at inauguration. Well, that's good.
He'll be there.
Somebody's singing the song On the Road Again. Do you use Obamacare? Is it working for you?
I do not. I have TRICARE for the military.
Oh, do you because of family?
Yeah.
All right, so Joe gets TRICARE from the military. So I am one of the people that gets especially screwed over by Obamacare, which I said on a show last week, because I am one of the people who I don't get healthcare through work, but I also don't earn so little that I get subsidies. So I am buying healthcare myself. And so I don't get, like, if you get it through work, your work gets like a tax break and you get it cheaper. So I paid for full price myself, and I get basically catastrophic health insurance, which hardly pays for anything. So I don't get Obamacare healthcare, but Obamacare for people like me, which is, I guess you could argue, self-employed, people who don't have it through work and are middle class. It really messes us up. So, anyways, somebody says hi.
Hi.
Will Scarlett be at inauguration? Do you know the
No.
answer? No, she will not.
We got a lot of people coming.
Oh, are you going to any ball? So I'm glad you asked. Joe, should I talk about this?
Yes.
All right. So we are doing blanket inauguration coverage, not just of the inauguration ceremony, but we're going to be at. We're doing massive deplorable coverage of, like, we're going to have a bunch of people there and meet all there all night. It's going to be so fun. Multiple cameras, multiple correspondents, and we're also, I think, Joe, going to some of the official balls.
We will be at the Commander-in-Chief Ball.
Ooh.
And more than likely the Washingtonian Ball.
Yeah, so keep it on RSBN. You're going to see so much coverage for the few days leading up to the election. Jeez, this is what happens when it gets late. This is why I'm not driving.
Wow.
The inauguration. Oh, also, so we're going to be doing a lot of stuff like this. So Liz Willis, who you probably have seen on the network, and myself, for the couple days leading up to inauguration, like Wednesday and Thursday, we're literally going around and doing these live streams all day and trying to find ghosts. We'll also be doing that.
There's going to be like... we're talking about wall-to-wall coverage. Like, we're gonna be all over the city. So there's probably not going to be a time during the day when there won't be something live from right side.
I was even wondering if, like, when I go, like, in the bathroom and wash my hands, should I shoot that? Because that'll help with the wall-to-wall coverage.
Yeah, because if you turn it off, it's going to end the stream.
Yeah,
so we can't do that.
So I will wash my hands on camera. What do you guys? This is such a general question, but I'll ask it anyway because I don't think it's a bad question. Joe, what do you think about that? What do you guys think about the Senate confirmations? Do you have any general thoughts on this while you're driving while you're driving at midnight?
I think Jeff Sessions did an amazing job the other day, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like the confirmations. You know, there's been some interesting moments. I'm not aware yet of anyone who won't get confirmed. And I was also reading this article that says even if Rubio votes against Tillerson, that he could still get confirmed anyway.
Yeah.
So, but look, I like transparency, and I like to see government officials have to answer questions, and so I think they've been good for that reason. Any concerns about the protesters at the inauguration?
I think the Secret Service has that under control. Believe me, those guys are on top of their game. They're just fantastic people. I can say that about Secret Service because we had several dealings with them. There's some stand-up guys, man. They literally are some of the best people out there. They would literally, the whole thing of Secret Service, they'll take a bullet. They really would. They were so nice to us, though. They were out there. But believe me, they are prepared. There are so many different measures that they take, some that we don't even know about. So believe me, there's people on the ground right now, okay, prepping for this stuff. So I'm worried, maybe not worried about it in the sense that there's going to be anything that happens, but I also think that if there's anything that happens to disrupt the event, that they won't be allowed anywhere near it. Let me put it that way.
I have a bit of a worry, so I agree with Joe that Secret Service is awesome, and I think they'll have that under control. My worry as someone who's going to be out in the field, and people were talking to me at the office about this, is will there be like random, very small groups or individuals who say they're on either side? So for me, I'm walking around wearing a right side jacket to some crazy person who's liberal come up to me and like hit me over the head with a baseball bat.
That's going to be something that we are concerned about.
And I don't mean to be saying only liberals could do this. I really hope that like there aren't conservative crazy people who are beating up people. So, but given how many people will be there, which is probably millions or whatever, there's going to be some crazy people doing bad stuff. So I just hope we can avoid that, because I don't want that. So Alice Cersei says, are you guys just working together, or are you longtime friends? And I think the thing is, what you don't realize is that if we were just driving and we didn't have this chat to take attention away from each other, we would be fighting with each other right now because we're in the car for so long. Yeah. But we are both working together and friends. How's that?
This is not our full crew.
No, I can honestly say we've only been away from the office for a couple hours, and we honestly miss all the people there.
They will be coming. A lot of them will be coming and joining us. I won't actually be there for the inauguration. I will be back in Auburn because I'm only coming up to set our office up, which will be opened up tomorrow, and we'll hopefully do a live stream from inside and show you guys the office and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
But I'll be back in Auburn on Wednesday because I have to help the guys in the studio with the production, because it's going to be something like we've never seen before. But the rest of the crew will be in DC throughout until Saturday. So and by the way, I'd just like to say right now, we're going through Clemson, South Carolina, home of the national champion Clemson Tigers, who beat Alabama, and for that reason I love them so much. Clemson is Auburn with a river. That's the saying. We're basically the same kind of towns. Clemson is lovely, except it has a river. So that's
actually touching. I wonder if I can get does the sign say Clemson, John?
It is right here.
Oh, I'm going to show it. Can I not mess this up? Oh, look, you're going to see the sign. Look, we weren't lying. See, we tell the truth here at Right Side. See?
Clemson.
There you go. Somebody asked, I saw a couple questions. Let me just get us back on us. Hold on. There we go. So somebody asked what the weather's going to be like, and I can tell because I'm from Boston, so I've been just really, really afraid it was going to be like 10 degrees. By the way, Joe's drinking coffee, not something alcoholic. But I was worried it's going to be like 10 degrees, but it actually, it's like Tuesday through Friday, it's supposed to be like in the mid 50s, and then the low is supposed to be like the high 30s or 40s, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, but we bought those jackets that are capable of standing up like below degree weather.
Yeah, we got like multi-level right side jackets. So you're going to see a couple different new right side jackets. And I don't know if this, I heard some people say they want to buy them, Joe. Are there any plans to sell right side memorabilia?
Oh yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, we got plans to sell lots of stuff. I know our store right now is a little bit old, but we're going to update it soon. Have lots of new gear, lots of really new cool gear actually.
And people out there, can you just let me know, so I'm a little closer to the phone and Joe's a little farther, are you hearing us both okay? That's a question I have for you. Are you hearing us both okay? And yes, we are on I-85. I refuse to answer any more of your questions until you help us and answer our one question. Yes, they're hearing it. Thank you very much. Okay. So somebody said, Joe, where does your funding come from?
So we're completely at this point funded by you. I just want everybody to know that the ad revenue from YouTube and your funding is what makes Right Side be able to operate every day. We are working on some other things, but we don't want to give up control of our company by taking on investors. It's proven to be a little tough right now because because the rallies are over, things like that, and we're struggling a little bit, but we are going to be fine. I think there's a lot of things coming up, and we're going to be good. But we do appreciate the donations at rsbn.tv/donate.
And also, please, when you're watching our stream, don't skip the ads. Watch the ads.
I think that's
right.
Yeah.
Is it crass of me to say this?
It's actually illegal.
Oh crap!
YouTube
really?
can kick us off for that.
See, but I'll just say when I said it last time, and I mean this, I don't want you to watch the ads and not watch the ads. I don't want you to go away. I want you to actually watch what our sponsors say. All right, I will never say that again because I'm not supposed to. I didn't know this. No one told me this, but that was my fault. This is all my fault, not the company's fault. I'm serious. So, anyways,
hopefully,
are we gonna have to delete this stream now?
No.
Okay.
Hopefully, one of those other knockoff streams aren't watching. Right now.
How about this, Joe? You can help us by watching our videos.
Yes.
Watch our videos.
You can say if there are any ads that interest you, you may watch them.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, we're about to go through, in about 20 minutes, the hometown of Pastor Mark Burns. Easley, South Carolina is coming up. I know some of you missed Pastor Burns tonight, so did we, but we're going to try to get him on this week for a special show later this week.
What is this hometown called?
Easley.
Huh.
Easley, South Carolina.
Huh. So this guy, Donald Darborn, just asked the question this other guy keeps asking about Mark Dice. But I think the guy, Donald Darborn, is just the other guy who changed the screen name so he could ask again. So I'm not answering it yet. Did Trump thank you guys, and when are you going to interview Trump? They did thank us, like
They
Scavino.
thanked us, yes. They thank us through all kinds of unofficial channels. Where's
the Scavino tweet?
Yeah,
that thanked us too.
Dan Scavino, who's like Trump's right hand man, basically, one of his right hand man. He talks to me a lot, and he tweets us a lot. He thanked us. We are in touch with a lot of people that are close to him, and we do know that he appreciates us. We know that he watched us. We know that he's very thankful. I don't need any kind of personal recognition for that. We're not looking for... Trump's got other things to do.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do. He doesn't need to be worried about me or right side. He just needs to know that we're in his corner. We're wishing him well. We're going to do everything we can to help. And hopefully they'll let us in the briefing room so that we can ask him some questions too.
Yeah, so I agree with everything Joe just said. And Thomas Schrader, you're getting angry, which is exactly my intention. So thank you for getting angry. Somebody said, will you be covering the protesters? So if it's not, I will say this: if protests happen and it's not dangerous for us to cover it, we do intend to cover whatever interesting stuff is going on in the days before the inauguration and the day of. We will be covering it. So
yes,
we want to be where the news is, and we will be mobile so we can go around and see where the news is.
As long as it's safe to do so.
That's true. Because I am not very tough myself, so I could not really hold my own physically.
And we can't carry guns in DC, as you know. So.
Oh, I didn't. So tell me about this, Joe. So DC, it's no gun carry.
It's very strict policy, and certainly somebody like us from out of town would not be able to. If I'm not mistaken, you can't carry a gun at all in DC.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. But I know it's so strict, and I know that we could not come. It has to be. I think if there's anything, it has to be through like the city itself. No gun laws reciprocate from out of state into DC, so I can't have, which I have my concealed carry permit for Alabama. If I showed up in DC with one, they'd arrest me and send me to prison for a gun crime. So yeah.
So just a couple of repeat questions we got. Just to reiterate, the inauguration ceremony, we believe Trump will get the actual swearing in will be 11:30 a.m. on Friday, correct, Joe?
That's right. We plan to start our coverage early, like probably 8 o'clock Eastern maybe, and then go through the actual swearing in, and then we will be also transitioning to the inaugural parade, where we'll be set up on risers. We'll have a couple people in the crowd with mobile cams. Hopefully we'll get some good shots of the crowd there. I don't want to say the word shot when it comes to this stuff. I always feel weird doing that. So what I mean is we'll get some good angles we will transition from the parade to our coverage of all the inaugural balls, which will go on through the night till midnight.
It's gonna be so fun. Let's see. A bunch of people said like thank you for all you do and all that stuff, and so thank you for all the thank yous. We appreciate it. Let's see. Will you have any panelists or some kind of panel going on like during inauguration? Or we can have like analysis going on? That's an interesting question.
We'll have people back in the studio in Auburn, but I think mainly what we're going to have is we have 3 reporters on the scene. We have Dennis Michael Lynch, who a lot of you know from the DML Walk and Talks, former Newsmax host, will be joining us for our coverage. Cassie Dillon and Will Nardi from Raised Right will be there. We have Liz Willis, our new superstar, who, by the way, was Miss Auburn for like 3 years, I think, and that's enough right there to that's just awesome. We have Steve, who's going to be there with Liz, and so we're going to have lots of interviews, hopefully, especially like the Deplorable we're going to be at. We'll be interviewing people live. Hopefully we can get some members of the transition team, maybe. Anywhere that there's an option or a possibility for us to get you some coverage, we will. So, but panelists yet, I don't know about that. Panelists.
Yep.
Soon though.
Well, I think what'll happen is, I'm guessing that like in a break, like we will sort of, when we're there, offer analysis, like just sort of spontaneous kind of thing. Somebody said, I think Yummy Gummy said, can you please notice me? Well, consider yourself noticed. Let's see, what else do we got here? Other questions. Oh, this is a good question, Joe. It's funny, when I say this is a good question, it implies the other ones are bad, and I don't mean to be doing that. Somebody said, how close is our DC office to the White House?
Our office is on 2nd Street. Is it northeast, southeast? What is it?
Do we want to tell them?
I don't know. Probably not. So our office is like 2 blocks from the Capitol and right next to the Supreme Court. So how cool is that?
I'm so excited. That's really cool.
So you can do the math when it comes to the White House. We're not that far away. But yeah, we're pretty close to the center of things there on Capitol Hill, which makes it really cool for us to be able to be in the sort of the middle of the swamp, I guess.
We had a sad moment earlier tonight. We were trying to multitask, and we said we're going to call Comcast from the car to set up the internet in the office. And we were all excited, but then we found out that you can only set up residential internet at night and not business internet, and that made us very sad. So
sad, as Trump would say.
Yes, sad. It was sad, but now we're happy. Now we're happy again because we're doing a live stream. Let's see. Where are we going? Now, Luis Daniel Gomez Germozen, you have not been paying attention. Are you guys going to pan the crowd, Joe?
Yeah, always.
Of course we're going to show the crowd.
The way, in that article that just came out about us in Politico, the profile that we just did, one of the things that I said in the first paragraph was, the way to tell if it's an Rsbn camera is if it moves or not. Ours is the only one that ever moves. Ever. So yes, it will move.
That's cool. By the way, if anyone has like any awesome recommendations for places to go in DC, not like the crazy fancy places that everybody goes, but like out of the way places and stuff, or places that might be interesting for us to do a little live stream from, please email me at steve.lookner@rsbn.tv, or actually, you know what's even better? Go to Twitter and you can direct message me at Lookner, at LOOKNER. Well, I should mention RSBN, if you don't follow them on Twitter, or us on Twitter, go to at RSB Network, and that's RSBN's Twitter. And Joe, do you want to or not give out your personal Twitter?
Yeah, it's Joe Seals. SEALES. Joe Seals.
I think somebody somebody asked, I thought they asked if we were going to be drinking all night, but they said, are you going to be driving all night? Good question. Oh, there's a couple good questions. I don't plan on driving all night, Joe. No. Are you going to Ping Pong Pizza? I'm not planning on it. Are you?
No.
No, that's a no. Let's see. Somebody says, get me a souvenir. I don't think I will, but maybe somebody else will. Let's see. What other questions we have? Other questions for Joe? Somebody says drain the swamp. Thank you.
Yes.
Anything? I'm trying to think if there's anything from our coverage we haven't spoken about yet.
Well, there's going to be one thing that we just found out is there's actually going to be a press conference on Thursday morning.
Supposedly.
Which Mr. Trump will be speaking at. And we will be there for that. Liz Willis, our reporter, will actually be there at that. So hopefully she'll get to ask a question. We'll see. But that, and then there's also a concert going on the mall on Thursday as well. We're going to try to do that as long as it doesn't interfere with our coverage of Deplorable, because we've already made commitments to be there. So we'll see what happens with that.
Someone wanted to know how many people work for RSBN. Is this proprietary information that we can't now reveal?
Well, you know, it just varies, but
it's small.
Yeah, we're small. We have. Let me just put it this way: there's under 15 of us altogether. So you should, you know.
We do a lot with what we have.
Yeah.
But we are getting bigger and growing. Things are growing all the time, so we're excited about that. Is RSBN going to be the permanent press pool?
So that's something that we've been trying to get for a long time. If we went at it the traditional way, we'd never make it in because they'd never allow us in. The press has their own little clubs called the Senate Gallery thing, where you have to apply to get in. We'd never make it in under those, under all that. So what we have to do is basically appeal to Trump, and we think that he'll let us in. We really do. We believe that. I've been told before that we're going to probably be in. Who knows? Nothing's been guaranteed to us. I'm just saying that if you look at there's an article out today on the Drudge Report, headline I think still right now, about how Trump plans to expand the White House press corps by allowing more people in, including bloggers, etc., and sort of get away with the traditional way of doing things, where right now I think there's only 49 in there that can fit in the briefing room. So they're going to try to maybe move that to another location so that more people can get in. So that leads us to believe that they're going to let more of the new media in, like us, Breitbart, people like that. So that's certainly good news, and I think that it's looking good. But keep in mind, this probably won't happen right away. So January 20th, don't expect us to be there asking questions. They have to change some things first and, you know, sort of allow us in through non-traditional methods.
Someone's telling you to hold your hands on the wheel, Joe. I'm not sure why they're saying that. His hands were on the wheel. Somebody says, when are we going 24 hours? The network?
So we will begin 24 hours on January the 23rd. So Monday after inauguration. Now, keep in mind when I say that we're not going to have a full block of programming right away. That will happen over the next month. But what you will be able to do is see our stream nonstop all day, sort of like what Newsmax does right now, where there's basically something on every day or every hour, whether it be live or reruns throughout the day or some kind of a best of thing during the middle of the night. And eventually, by hopefully sometime in February to the spring, we'll have a whole block of programming that's live. And it all just is going to depend on our success as far as how much we can raise donation-wise, because this stuff is not cheap, folks. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is some crazy stuff. I'm talking about tens of thousands of dollars a week that we spend doing this, and it's not easy. So we need the help if you can help us.
Also, if anyone owns a helicopter that they can donate so we don't have to drive to DC anymore, we can just take your helicopter.
Jet.
Oh, yeah. If anyone has a private jet, go to rsbn.tv/donate and put down you have a private jet, and we'll get it from you. Somebody wants to know how fast you're going. Can I show the speedometer, Joe?
Go ahead.
Hold on. I wonder if I'm violating,
Make sure my mom sees this so she knows I'm not crazy.
Oh, yes. Hold on. This is the speedometer. You can see it says, it's not in focus. Oh, now it's 70. Look at what a good guy he is, observing all traffic rules.
Actually, the speed limit says 60, but wait, that's okay.
How does it? Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This car has it set. Can you see that, folks? It says, it tells you what the speed limit is. That's a little speed limit sign.
This car has also done some crazy things tonight. Like when I change lanes without signaling, it zaps me. Like my leg. If I go like this, I get and I just drift over to another lane. My legs go zzz, zzz. It's really freaky.
But the purpose of this is so you don't fall asleep and switch things.
Yeah.
Basically, like my car I drive is still a 2005 and I like it, but I don't even like. All these things in cars are just new to me. So even like this car, I was driving it a little today, and it has the thing like the camera when you back up, and I still don't trust backup cameras. I have to physically look because I don't trust them. So these cars are incredible. Oh, Joe just yawned.
Uh-oh. We'll be in North Carolina soon, I hope.
Yep. It's not. Joe's not yawning because you're boring him, people. He's yawning because he's been driving.
We don't
so
have
long.
enough good questions coming in. There's some good
Yeah, ask some more. Please keep Joe awake by asking interesting questions.
Also, why is the speed limit in South Carolina on the interstate with no construction?
Is it 60? Oh, that I don't know. That seems kind of nutty. Is it really 60?
Yeah.
Maybe because we're in like an industrial, like an urban area.
It's been 60 the whole way.
How long have we known each other? Only a couple months.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I come work for you? Do you own a private jet? If you do, you can come be our pilot. Let's see. Get an Uber car. No need for a driver. Battery low. Well, but I can connect it. Well, we're at 15%, so we're okay.
We're okay.
Is there some way I can buy shares of Rsbn or invest?
Well, not yet.
Not yet. Let's see. Somebody says go to Tokyo and talk Japanese. I would go to Rsbn. I would go to Tokyo for Rsbn. Let's see. Oh, somebody said before. They said they were bummed because they're not going to be. They're like working during inauguration and they can't watch it. But what can they do if they miss inauguration live?
The good thing is that you can replay it over and over again on our website or at the YouTube video. That thing can be replayed from now till hundreds of years from now. Just keep playing it every day. We'll have the replay of it up right after it's finished.
Joe, I have a question that no one's asked, but I want to ask it. Are there any plans to do any reruns of like the awesome Trump rallies? Because we have all that footage. So can you talk about that a little bit?
You know how we just talked about the 24-hour thing?
Yep.
That's going to be a big part of it in the beginning.
That's so fun, actually. Yeah. So you're saying, like, when we go 24 hours, we're going to start rerunning some of the awesome rallies and people will be able to go back and see them.
So what we'll be doing is, until we get our full schedule of shows in, is that we'll be doing our live shows, which we have many more coming up.
Oh, there's a lot more very soon.
You have no clue what we have lined up for you.
There's secrets we have not told you. I'm not lying about this.
So you'll see lots of that stuff in the daytime and the evening. And then after that, and in between shows, you'll see reruns of old shows, reruns of Trump rallies, and things like that. And there's a lot of good material. We have thousands of hours of footage that we can run. Some of it never before seen, by the way.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So we will be doing that. Somebody Joe, they keep asking why you're driving. Somebody says, Joe, you're driving with one hand. Isn't that dangerous? What do you want the man to do? He's doing his best. You want to do this? Look, does that look like he's driving safe now? Now he's all tense. See what you made him do. Let him do what he. Look, we don't want government to interfere. We don't like to interfere in people's driving. That's a personal choice. As long as you do it roughly safely. When does the show start? Don't know what that means.
What show?
I don't know what you're talking about. How long before the wall is built? I can't say. That's up to President Trump. Is that somebody asked if you're wearing a MAGA hat, but it's not. It's an Auburn hat. By the way, am I when I say MAGA, am I not saying that right? Is it okay to say MAGA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, MAGA.
Somebody, favorite food road stop so far. I don't know if any of them qualify as favorite.
Well, all I know is that I had to take a bunch of Tums just a bit ago because I had one of those gas station hot dogs with jalapeno and cheddar in it.
But it filled you up, though.
Yeah. But I hadn't had like that in a long time because I've been on a diet, only eating healthy stuff.
Yeah, Joe's been doing very well.
I've lost like 35 pounds in like 2 months, and I had one of those a minute ago. My stomach's going crazy.
Somebody asked if there are any horrible drivers out there. There were some horrible drivers a while ago that we were in. If you were watching the earlier stream, we were in traffic and we were going 2 miles an hour. But even though we were going 2 miles an hour, not going anywhere, there was a guy on our right or a girl on our right who was not letting us enter. As the 2 lanes merged into one, they violated the rule of 1 person from each lane, and they went behind the truck in front of us.
There's a sign back there that says "Incident ahead."
Oh wait, there was?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Incident.
I hope it's not traffic again. This would be really bad.
Going through Greenville, South Carolina right now, everybody.
Greenville, South Carolina.
I think.
See, Thomas Schrader just tried to get me to say his comment by doing a comment about jalapeno hot dogs, but I'm still not going to do it because it's Thomas Schrader.
What do you have against Thomas Schrader?
Because Thomas Schrader asked the same question 3 times, and now I'm just knowing he's just trying.
But did we answer it?
I don't. No, we didn't. It was
Okay.
it was a Mark Dice question. I didn't want to answer it because he kept asking it, and I like seeing him getting angrier and angrier. That's a question, Joe. Do you want to answer any question about like your family stuff, like who's in your family and stuff? No.
Like what?
Like how old are your kids?
I have a boy. I don't want to tell. I got 2 sons. I'll put it that way.
That's good. That's good, and they're awesome.
They're great kids.
I'll say that.
Of course, my brother works for us.
Yes, Jake Seals. And if by the way, if you don't know anything about Joe's brother Jake, go back and watch the episode of Look, Real News by Real People that's on our website, on the YouTube site, and you can see an interview with Jake. And you can also see there's an episode up there with an interview with Liz Willis, and you can watch that in prep. If you don't know anything about Liz Willis, who's going to be covering a lot of stuff for us this week in Inauguration, go back and watch that episode. Where to donate? Rsbn.TV/donate. We didn't, by the way, I hope if you watched the NFL Steelers game, it was good. We didn't get a chance to watch it tonight because we were driving.
Hey, who won the Cowboys game today?
Oh, you didn't hear this. I was listening to it as we were driving in separate cars. The Packers won. It was very exciting.
Really?
Yes. There was a whole back and forth at the end. So the Cowboys lost, Joe.
Oh.
Were you rooting for the Cowboys or not?
I'm impartial.
Yeah. So sorry to, oh, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Somebody said Roll Tide and MAGA.
Hey. No, we don't do that around here, but
That's right.
You know, I'll tell you what. I'm really glad that Clemson kicked the crap out of you. About time somebody beat you guys, all right? I mean, we can agree on Trump stuff, but when it comes to college football, war damn eagle, all right? And we will have our day when we will beat you again. So just know that.
There you go. Kate Long says you just subscribed. So welcome, Kate Long.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know what she's subscribed to. If she's subscribed to like the YouTube feed or something else.
Yeah,
so,
or YouTube.
Let's see. What else we got here? The problem is the questions go so fast, and some people ask good ones, and then I forget. Where are we staying tonight? Someone wants to know. Joe, has that been determined? You don't have to tell me.
Well, I think we're staying in. I think we're gonna cross the North Carolina border here,
Okay.
and then we're gonna stay. We ain't gonna be able to go too much longer because I want to get a good night's sleep tonight.
We got to be ready. I'm actually very excited. I'm just realizing like tomorrow we're going to roll into DC.
Yeah, we're gonna roll in there. We're gonna roll in. We officially arrived tomorrow. The DC office is opening tomorrow.
I'll tell you a personal DC story about myself. The last time I was in DC, I think was when I visited, was when my older brother was in college, and I think I was like a freshman in college and he was a junior. And he actually, my older brother was an assistant through his college, through Boston University. He worked in Al Gore's office before Al Gore was vice president.
Oh, wow.
But I went to DC to visit him, and I had some spare time. And I remember we would always, in high school, read Shakespeare plays from, the book series was called the Folger Shakespeare Library. And I would always see on the back cover that the Folger Shakespeare Library was an actual library in DC. So when I was visiting in college, I went to the Folger Shakespeare Library. Oh, we have a poor connection, Joe. We might have cut out.
No!
Let's see.
How? We're going through like a big city.
Can you still hear us, people? It says poor connection. Right in the middle of my Folger Shakespeare Library story. It's terrible.
It says that, but I think we're still live.
Can you still, you are still live. Maybe it says poor connection because your battery's at 10%, but I will charge the battery later. That's weird. But I did notice, Joe, that when it said poor connection, it stopped telling us how many viewers there were.
Well, that's not good.
So I hope, so people can still see us and hear us. Oh, I want to show you folks what's going on right now. This is really, it's really getting serious.
This is the incident.
Oh no, let's see. Hold on, let's see if I can show them. So traffic has gone to one lane, and we have a giant crane.
Which apparently is part of the incident?
That seems less like an incident, more like just construction. The incident is that there's a crane. Yes. Wow, that's pretty intense, right? What's going on right now? This is real deal. Lots of workers. Plug your phone in. Well, Joe, I'm not going to make you answer this. I'm just letting you know there's been repeated questions wanting to know how old you were, and I will not have any. You can answer it if you want, but I'm not answering it.
Have people guess.
Oh, good. Okay, so Guess how old Joe is.
Just guess.
Somebody says 36. Hold on. If that guy Thomas guesses, I'm not saying it. Somebody says 38.
No.
Somebody says 36. Somebody says 38. Somebody says 28. Somebody says 36. Somebody says 55. That's a joke. 38, 35, 57.
50?
60. These are jokes. No, but the 31. See, the thing is, Joe, I think you look older from this angle I'm holding the phone at.
Maybe it's the
20.
beard. Do it.
Hold on. Joe, let me get a better shot of you. Hold on, let me do this. 25, 34, 40, 27, 20. Hold on. All right, this is Joe. The problem is the light's not
The
great.
light sucks.
There he is. That's a better angle. Now you can see him. 29, 26, 32, 38, 36, 31, 36. Are you going to answer, Joe? You're just not going to answer.
They just looked on my... They could find my age anywhere. They probably looked it
31.
up.
Okay.
I'm 30. I'm 36, all right?
Okay. So, there you are. You got an answer. That's good. We're very transparent.
And you know, the ones saying 36 are the moderators because they all know because
okay.
they're all awesome. They gave me $36 on my birthday. And all the other people, too, that did that. So thank you.
Oh, that's very nice. It's still saying poor connection, but I think it's doing that because the battery is low. I mean, it seems to them like they're saying the connection is fine out there. So, somebody said we should stream all night. I don't think it's going to happen tonight unless there are ghosts, in which case we will follow the ghosts around all night.
Yes. So, yeah, and how much the battery left?
8. So maybe that's a sign that we should end this soon. What do you think, Joe?
We got to end it soon because we're running out of battery, and unfortunately the charger for this phone, I've got 2 phones, but the charger for this phone is in the back, and I don't want to. I can't climb back there and get it right now.
Yeah. Oh, somebody wants to know when Dino's show is starting, and I think Dino said February 13th, but I don't remember. Oh, I know how you can tell. Go to Look Real News by Real People, the episode with Dino in it, which is, I believe, from Thursday or Friday of this past week, and you can watch it. And Dino actually says in the interview when exactly his show is starting, so you can look at it there. Are we sleeping in one bed? I believe there are going to be 2 beds. Do you need to pee? We peed recently. Oh, I'm sorry if I couldn't say that word on air, but we're good right now. Am I going to answer your Thomas Schrader? Oh, he almost tricked me by saying, no, Thomas, I'm not going to answer any of your questions. So let's see, is there anything else we want to say? I think I want to say before we sign off, first of all, that I promise you, I don't know if Joe will be sleeping, but there will be at least one ghost hunting live stream, maybe from my phone, later tonight, so you can watch for that. And also, make sure we eat a good breakfast. We will. And also, we're going to have, remember, we're not just covering inauguration stuff the day of. We're covering, starting a couple days before, we're going to be blanket covering what's going on in DC, and we're pretty psyched. Sue Wood said, can you answer any of my questions? And I'm going to say yes, just so, because it's not Thomas's question. Okay, we're getting tired here. Joe, do you have any final thoughts for all the wonderful viewers out there?
Final thoughts are that you guys are the best.
You are the best.
You really are great. They're the most loyal audience ever. The best people in the world that have supported us. We're going to do our best for you. This is a new page turn for Rsbn. Headed to DC, playing with the big boys now in a whole new arena. So we wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And thank you. We're going to try to make you proud and represent you well.
Yeah.
All right?
We're doing this for you. We want you guys to like what we're doing and get something out of it, and that's why we do it. So thank you so much for watching all the time and watching these live streams and keeping us awake during our drive. But yeah, we're really excited to bring this stuff to you, and we definitely can guarantee it will be different than anything you see on the mainstream media. I can guarantee you that. So we're excited. All right, Joe. I think we're going to end this.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and we will see. Well, I at least will see you later in the ghost hunting chat from the haunted hotel. But until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.